peace, love, and light, joy, and abundance. Now, I told you guys I had started a little bit about the planet Saturn the other day, and I wanted to actually break down this cosmology and this cosmic information that I will be giving to some people who has never received it. You know, a lot of my teachings are for people who are still, you know, in the process of waking up. I'm not here trying to debate with other gurus and people in the metaphysical community. That's not necessary, because we all have a job and a work that we need to do. And I'm going to take it slow. So I do have some information that I'm going to be putting out today in a video that was from the video that the sample video from the other day, speaking about the planets. Okay. So I wanted to put this on Instagram, but it's over the time for Instagram. So I'm going to just go ahead and just get into this whole thing that I've been wanting to deal with. So first of all, it's important for us to understand, just in this world, in this reality, in this universe, on planet Earth, everything vibrates. Everything vibrates. Everything. We vibrate, you know, and we vibrate through light or sound. Everything vibrates through light and sound. Everything has its own vibration. That would be us. That would be the trees, the water, the stars, you know, animals, objects that you may think don't have life in it. If it was made from a natural element or component, it has what we call in the Yerba Tradition, Ashe. Ashe. Some people say Ashe. Ashe. It's Ashe. Ashe. Okay, Ashe is, it's like a life force, like what we call the Ka, the Ba, God's active force. It makes things come into being. It brings things and changes about. Ashe actually has a lot of ways you can look at it, but in its more powerful sense, it's the word that could cause things to be when it is spoken. Okay, when you have the power, or you have been gifted by a priest generally, but some people have it naturally with the power of Ashe. A lot of people use that word out of context, but I don't want to get sidetracked. So everything has life in it. It has Ashe. It has spirit. It vibrates through sound and light. Everything is connected. And I think what one of my issues really are with religion, a lot of religions, especially in Christianity, it actually blocks the connection with all of the universal energy, and to really experience the goddess and God in a real way. We tend to think that anything that's not talking or moving or have ego and can't kisses and love on us is dead, and that's not true. Okay. I know a lot of people have made fun in our societies of the natural way of living, and that's on purpose. You know, the powers that be, even though they're studying the stars and nature and studying us, and you know, they'll tell you that it's foolishness in their scriptures too. Not even in their scriptures, because I can show you places in the Bible where you could see the power of nature, the power of the universe, and the power of people at work. You know, it's all in there. But whatever the case, I'm about to start a planet series, which will give you insight on planetary energies, influences, alignment, in conjunction with my tarot readings and other things I may video blog about on YouTube. I am making sure that I add give you a better understanding of the planetary alignments. I'm not like a master astrologist or anything like that. I do study astrology on my own, and I've taken a few classes from Mr. Paul Bogle, and I hope to really further my knowledge of it. But energetically and spiritually, just me being tapped into the universe, I definitely have information that can give you a knowledge of what this is all about. So first of all, I already mentioned that everything vibrates. That's actually a Hermetic law. That's one of the laws of Hermetics. For those who know about Hermetics, for those who don't, those are universal laws that cannot be changed, what we call absolute realities, okay? So the law of vibration is one of those principles, okay? So it's no way that you can think that is foolish to believe that we are not affected by planets, that we are not affected by our star constellations, whether you want to call that Virgo or Taurus or Gemini or whatever the name that's given, and whether the planet is Mars or Jupiter or just whatever name that has been given. Most of these have been named by Europeans after Greek and Roman gods and things like that. But, I'll give you an example with Venus. In the Yoruba pantheon, Venus is Aguala. Okay, that's how you would say Venus, Aguala. And the pronunciation may be a little off, but that's pretty much it. And Venus is a very important part of African history. Check the Zulus, Credo Mutwa, and other tribes in Africa actually believe that our people descended from Venus. That's where we came from. So, check that out. And that's very deep because we travel in many ways. We don't have to physically leave this planet to travel, okay? And our ancestors traveled back and forth from heaven to earth, back and forth. You guys really need to check out, for those of you who don't know, the power and the knowledge, the information, the wisdom that the ancients had. Why do we fall? Why did we fall? Because when we're going back to, again, the universe and planetary alignments and different aspects that's taking place in the universe, what goes up must come down. Everything has cycles. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and then a new beginning, because after it ends, nothing really ends because it just continues. It's a continuum, okay? So every season, every era, time has a time to begin and a time to end. And even the Bible said, let the stars be signs for, what is to happen. The Bible says it. I'm not here to quote Bible verbatim today, but we can have that also. We can take, we can take it there. I'm fully prepared. You don't see me out here like a lot of these people, but you will be seeing more of me, on YouTube. I'll be making my YouTube presence stronger for sure. But I'm not a newbie. I'm not an overnight guru or nothing like that. I live this, and I'm 39 years old now, and I've studied this thing of the observation of life since I was a little baby. I was telling my mom and dad, I can remember at 3 years old, asking my parents, were we living in a dream or was this reality? And they would be like, girl, what are you talking about? And I'm like, man, this is off. How do we know we're not dreaming right now, Daddy? I used to say that as a little girl. I also crawled backwards. Don't know what that's about, but I crawled backwards. I came out bucking the system, if you will. But the thing is, as far as me studying, the occultic sciences and the universe and African spirituality, I've been on that since I was a young girl in my teenage years. I do have a lot to share, and as we all do, everybody's learning and growing, but you guys get locked into these particular people and think that they just have more than other people have, but you miss out. We can learn from the youngsters, we can learn from people my age, we can learn from the elders, and anything in between, okay? We are here to make this, to figure this thing out, man, and get on the path that we're supposed to be on. It's not about competition, and it's not about undermining people. Young people think they know everything, and old people think they know everything, but we're all just, we're all here. We're always students and teachers. Everybody's not a teacher, but You know, even a teacher should always be a student, you know, and those who can teach, teach. Each one teach one. But anyway, back to what I was saying. We are, so everything, knowing that everything vibrates, I'm about to go into the series first of Saturn. These energies have their purpose, and they move in, and everything is always moving in the universe. It's not still. A lot of people think the universe is just this quiet stillness. It's not. It's not. It's constantly in motion. And basically the way your sign, as we say, your sun sign is actually selected, or you know how we know which sign you're born under, it's based on the time and where the stars were positioned at the time of your birth, okay? Where you were located, those kind of things. There's things constantly moving, including your birth. Your birth is being charted and documented, so you can look at your chart as that. It's being charted and documented. The stars see you, recognize you. I had a wardrobe malfunction. My scarf came off, but I'm not going to make this video too long. I just wanted to go into how important it is to look at your chart, and also what's in your hands. What's in your hands. You know, we all have prints and everything, and God gave us, or the creator, we were created in these bodies with a unique blueprint. And I do believe in reincarnation, and you're going to have unique prints more than likely every time, because your journey is different each time. So I'm going to take my time and break this thing down, because you'll understand better. Once I started incorporating astrology into my readings and everything, my clients understood more. You understand the world better and the things that's going on, because everything that's affecting planet Earth is based on things that's happening up here. But actually, it could even be in reverse. And we'll get on that later, because there's a lot of theories, you know, and I'm not saying I'm stuck on one theory. I'm a very fluid person when it comes down to information and concepts and things. So what I do know is that some people look at the universe itself as a holographic place, or like just a hologram. And even if that was the case, then we inside, the universe is within us, and we're creating the things that's taking place. So that's deep too, because I mean, we need to really get our chakras and everything in balance. But there's absolute realities too that humans don't really have control over. You know, we create, but you create within, in betwixt and between. Like I tell people that like to do magic, for your magic to work, you have to work in betwixt and between, because some things you can't do, because there's certain rules and structures that we have to follow based on the universal laws that we're dealing with right now, the system. But anyway, I'm not going to make this a long video. I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be starting with Saturn. I'll be doing that today, and y'all prepare and get ready, okay? The satellites are spinning.
For planets like awakening.